Ruel Reid's helper breaks her silence, saying she was directed to open a bank account for the Education Ministry's use, but declares her innocence and says that the scandal is now affecting her health and family.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
The woman who has been identified as a household helper for Ruel Reid, the discarded education minister, at the center of a wide-ranging criminal investigation, has claimed she was naively enmeshed in bank transactions involving millions of dollars to which family members of Reid had access. The transactions are believed to be central to a probe being led by the Financial Investigations Division (FID), which has cast a net over the Ministry of Education and several of its agencies, including the Caribbean Maritime University and the National Education Trust. Doreen Miller, whose identity was revealed in a meeting of Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee last month, is insisting that she was coldly used by Reid's family and that she has been on the brink of a heart attack because of corruption claims about which she allegedly knows nothing. Reports are that approximately $4 million Jamaican dollars was transferred by the Caribbean Maritime University to an account to which Miller is a signatory as part payment of a $20 million Jamaican dollars consultancy contract for Gail Dunwell Campbell. Dunwell Campbell, a Jamaican living in the state of Georgia in the United States, was reportedly given a 2-year contract by the CMU to explore and identify international funding and partnerships for the East Kingston-based university. She was simultaneously contracted as an international donor consultant with the National Education Trust and was being paid Jamaican $3.5 million annually. I want my name cleared because I have never worked in any official capacity as a helper for Mr. Reid or his family. I only have done part-time work with them when I am off on leave from my usual job at Jamaica College, said Miller, who had worked at the school for more than 4 decades before being recruited by Reid in 2016. Miller, who is now 65 years old, alleges that Reid asked her to open a bank account through which the Ministry of Education could route funds to pay a helper. At the time, I was on contract, but agreed to open the account. I was under the impression that since I would have still been working at JC, the account would be active to pay someone else who would be working as the helper since he concluded he wanted a helper. I did it and said when my contract is up, I would take up the post with him. My contract was to be up in 2 years in 2018. The account was eventually opened at a branch of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank in St. Andrew, Miller said, adding that she was accompanied by a family member of Reid and was eventually directed to hand over the debit card for the freshly opened account to the same relative. She added that the same family member, a woman, instructed her to use a particular PIN for the debit card. Miller, who said she was unable to take up Reid's offer as a full-time helper because of ill health when her contract at Jamaica College expired in 2018, revealed that she was co-opted into periodically authorizing transactions but had no knowledge of the details. One day in 2018, I was at home and I received a call from another of Mr. Reid's family members, telling me to meet her at the bank. While there, I was asked to authorize the withdrawal of $1 million Jamaican dollars, which I did. According to her, between 2016, when the account was opened and up to the time she authorized the $1 million withdrawal, she never had access to the card, nor was she aware of details of deposits to and withdrawals from the account or the source of income. Miller also alleged that she was told to write a check in the name of another close family member of Reed to cover medical expenses for that person's father, who was ill at the time. Last year again, I was asked to go to the bank to repin the card, as I am not sure what happened with the first one, if it got lost. So I repinned it, again in the presence of this family member, and again it was the same procedure, where I was given a specific number to be used as the pin. Then she took the card, Miller said. The former office attendant said she did not receive any personal financial benefit for opening the account. The only non-wage funds received from Reed was 30,000 Jamaican dollars towards the burial of her brother and $20,000 to defray healthcare expenses, both in 2018. Miller said she was shocked by the pre-dawn operation at her home on March 7th this year, when a police team swooped down, banged on doors, and demanded that she hand over the debit card she alleged to have then been in the possession of Reed's family. I was at home when I heard heavy knocking on my window and shouts of police. I had no idea why they would come to my house. When I let them in, they said to me, "Where is the card?" and that I should give them the money. I was stunned because I never knew what they were talking about. I showed them the only money I had, 9,000 Jamaican dollars for the church bus, but that did not stop them searching. After they satisfied themselves, I was told I needed to go with them to the police station. They asked me if I knew anyone who worked at the Caribbean Maritime University, and I replied I do not know anyone. Miller said she was then told the name of a particular woman and asked if she knew her. "I don't know this person. I have never met this lady," she said, in relation to one of a barrage of questions she faced during the 4:30 a.m. operation. Miller said that the melodrama has taken a huge toll on her personal life, with her family bearing the battle scars of psychological strain and public embarrassment from the scandal. "Last week I went to church and I fainted. And right now, I can't even talk about it and not feel as though I am going to have a heart attack. Because each day I do, it makes my head just beat. I just keep losing weight over this thing. All of my clothes swinging on me. It is affecting my brain, as I have been having constant headaches. I had to leave my yard for 2 weeks. I could not stay there," she said.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.